Alrighty, what's up YouTube? This is our 2007 F450. We recently swapped the 7.3 into, and we got it all put back together, and we're having a bit of a misfire. Now I've already ran the scanner on this and narrowed it down to cylinder 5, contribution tests and whatnot, but I'll show y'all a quick simple way that you can narrow down at least an electrical problem with an injector without pulling any valve covers, without having a scanner. Only thing required is a ohm tester, or a multimeter I should say. But we'll go ahead and jump in this and bring y'all along for the ride here. Alright, first thing I want to get out the way is, just because you may be having a misfire doesn't necessarily mean that it's the injector that's failing. You could have a wiring issue, such as a valve cover gasket. Even my last truck had a issue with the top side wiring harness. So what we're gonna do is unplug this 9-pin. I'm gonna start on this passenger side bank just because I've already narrowed it down to there, but we'll start on the 9-pin, and if we don't see a problem, we'll move further aft than that. So we'll start there and try to isolate the problem to small sections. That way we can kind of pinpoint, you know, where the issue may be coming from. So alrighty guys, so like I had mentioned, we want to pick a starting spot and test whether the problem is on one side or the other. So we'll go ahead and start on this passenger side 9-pin. I've got it already unplugged here, and I have myself a replacement 9-pin pigtail. This will come with a set of valve cover gaskets, but that'll just allow me to not be fighting around with these little bitty pins trying to ohm them. But I'll go ahead and plug my pigtail in there. Okay, now that we got our pigtail, we're gonna go ahead and find the center wire. It's gonna be this green one, and I'll go ahead and clip my ground to him. Okay. Now I'm not sure offhand what was the specification for this ohm test here. 2.8 to 3.6 I want to say, but we'll go ahead and throw that up on the screen and get y'all an accurate specification there. But we're gonna go ahead and start on our number 1 cylinder. The 2 big wires on the outsides is gonna be glow plugs, so we're gonna go ahead and start on the first small wire here. It's gonna be this red one, and we'll go ahead and get a reading on them. Like I say, you should be seeing not that much resistance. This one looks to be 3.2, and we'll go ahead and move on to our cylinder 3. It's gonna be this black one. Cylinder 3 is testing about the same. We're gonna go ahead and skip our common. Obviously, you're not gonna have zero resistance there. Go ahead to cylinder 5, which I've already narrowed down to be high resistance there. So we got 16 ohms, looks like. So we definitely know we got a difference there. Okay, so as you can see, this number 5 is having quite a bit more resistance than the others, so that kind of points me towards that. Now again, you could be having a under valve cover harness issue, so the quick cheap way to solve for that is swapping these valve cover gaskets. If the problem follows the next bank, then that means we actually have a problem with the valve cover gasket itself. If the problem continues on number 5, then that would point us further towards a bad injector there. Alrighty guys, I thought since we got a known good example of a misfire, I thought I'd crank it up and show y'all what one might sound like. Pay attention to the door. This one's got a loud fuel pump. camera, but in person you can really see the shake in the door whenever it's open, and it's just kind of got just this, you can tell it's just a slight, you know, slight vibration. You can probably see it in the mirror, but just trying to give as many pointers as I can, you know. As well as on the throttle, and when it's coming down off of RPM, it's very shaky. Man, the whole dash is shaking. But anyways, she's running good other than the little shake in the check engine light, you know. But you can definitely tell. You can just barely make it out, you know. It's got that little bit of shake. It's running good, but
Definitely got a shake though. That's number 5.
Yep. There you go. Alrighty, folks. Now that we isolated the problem to this passenger side bank, I pulled the valve cover off, and rather than testing on our 9-pin, we're gonna go ahead and bypass the under valve cover harness completely, and we have a injector pigtail. So what I'm gonna do is go to our supposed problem injector and snap a pigtail on them, and that way, if this now tests good, then we know our problem is the harness. So we'll go ahead and get a reading on him. Now, ohming, it shouldn't matter which polarity you grab. So we'll go ahead and see what we got. The last time we was way up in the resistance, about 17 ohms. And now we're down to 3 ohms. So now that's testing good. So, I guess to verify this, we'll go ahead and put a new under valve cover harness on, and hopefully that's a simple fix. Alrighty, viewers, just to reiterate, just in case I wasn't that clear, I apologize. When I went to this 9-pin through the injector wiring harness, I was getting a very high resistance. When I went ahead and plugged straight into the injector, we was getting correct readings. So I basically isolated the problem to the injector wiring harness, which is good news because we got another one right here. So that means we can test and reassess. So I got our new under valve cover harness, and if I can set y'all up some way. Now if we take our yellow wire and I'll drop everything, we have 3.2, which is in line with the rest of them. So we'll go ahead and plug into the actual truck, and we'll turn the key. See if our misfire went away. Everything clear. Alrighty. Now, we'll go ahead and see if we got a check engine light. So the check engine light comes on, goes off. See if it comes back on. Oh, that's a lot better. So it did come back on, but the shake is gone. So we'll go ahead and clear our codes, read our codes. Yeah, that's a lot better. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Much better. Alrighty, well that turned out to be an easy fix. I don't know, $30 part. It's about the best case scenario, but hope that helped. And if this didn't fix it, we also have a video on replacing injectors and doing all kinds of other diagnostic work that's a little too deep for me, but I'm happy to see. So thank y'all for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed and actually got some good info out of this one. And this girl is purring. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up, and we'll see y'all on the next one.